Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to check fresh release from ICM, and this model is molded in 1/35 scale. It is quite unusual, and first time I saw it in Nuremberg Toy Expo. So as you can see, it's Model T RNAS armored car, so it's not a Model T in its full sense, because as you can see, it's almost fully covered with external armor panels. But here we have a commercial sample, so it means you'll get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review. We are going to open it and check closer what is actually supplied here, what is new. I guess body panels will be new for sure, and of course we will decide if it's worth getting into your collection. So first of all, box size here is typical for this brand. We have quite nice box art, and then here on the side you can see some information about the kit. Unfortunately I don't see it because it glares on the light, so I have to turn it like this. There are 91 parts inside, and model will be small because this is a 35 scale car. Even armored car will be quite small. Here we also have marking guide for the same marking option which is depicted on the box art. And what is new in this box? They decided to use these stickers. I'm not sure why. I mean, I don't see any, let's say, point in this stuff unless they want to add some extra unpacking actions, and of course you won't be able to check what is hidden inside. That's also cool, not that bad. I really doubt that any seller will let you cut through this stuff, open the box and check what is inside. I mean, how parts, if the parts are intact or they are broken. So keep it in mind. Maybe you will see some boxes without this seal. They are not supplied without this seal anymore, and I mean, also you won't be able to check the parts, as I said before. Okay, so but whole design of the box is the same. So we have this color printed top section. Now I'm trying to lift it. As you can see, it is quite flexible, and then we have sturdy white cardboard box which should actually protect everything inside and ensure that you will get all parts intact. Here we have all frames packed into the same plastic bag, and then we have assembly manual. There should be also the decals sheet, but we are going to start with plastic parts, and then gradually we will move on to this paper stuff. So just give me a second to open it. As you can see, all parts are packed into the same plastic bag, but as you remember, whole packaging wasn't that tight, I would say, so there is a huge probability that you will get everything intact, so no worries. Okay, so what do we have here? First of all, we get this, I would say, universal gray plastic sprue, because it can be used for a civil car, it can be used for armored car, it doesn't matter, because here we get plastic wheels. Also we get some suspension and drivetrain parts, bonnet. Steering wheel is also here. As you can see, there are a lot of thin parts, so keep it in mind, be careful with them. They're quite easy to break, and then it will be almost impossible to fix them, so it's better to use plastic saw or maybe something else. With plastic cutters you will definitely break it, and then it will be quite a fun procedure to fix them. There are a lot of thin and small parts, so we can zoom in even more. Just give me a second. Okay, so here you can see some small parts. I'm really happy that we get road wheels molded out of plastic, even though they're molded as one-piece parts, and it means you have to get some masks, because otherwise you won't be able to paint the tires on these wheels, and it's not such a cool stuff. If you flip it over, here you can see these wheels from the opposite side, and also some other elements. Note that, for example, here we have the engine parts, and as you can see, this engine block, whole block, is divided into two halves, and we have some guiding elements which should help you with proper alignment of these parts together. Okay. Next we go on with new plastic sprue, because this one will be used only for armored car. It will be placing the machine gun in the rear section, as far as we remember, and we have this one-piece stands. As you can see, they're molded as a single-piece part, so it means you get them ready out of the box. We have also here one-piece machine guns, and note also this bullet load, which is molded as a single-piece part. Okay. So here you can check all the parts closer. Let's zoom out a bit. Next we have small plastic bag with clear parts, so just give me a second. Okay, so here is the clear sprue. Let's zoom in. And now you should be able to see it. So here we have glass parts for the armored car, but obviously you won't be using these large glass panels because they're used for civil version. On the armored car there were just small openings for viewings, so there were no glasses, and what you actually need here is lenses parts for the headlamps, and that's pretty much all. Of course there are no masks for this part, so you have to cut everything with your own hands. And next we have completely new sprue, which is designed for this kit specifically, so just give me a second to place it. Let's zoom out a bit. So here we get these armor panels for whole car. As you can see, they're molded as one-piece parts, so there are no openable doors, no separate doors, even though I can see this part. So it should be used for one of the car sides, I guess this one, the left one, but we will see in assembly manual. I can also see some pre-molded detailing. You can see here riveting and panel lines. It looks quite nice, and here you can see also some other panels. And if you flip it over, of course there is no interior detailing, but we have some guiding elements which should help you with proper alignment of these parts all together. Okay, let's zoom out. And now we have, I guess there should be assembly manual with decals sheet, so just give me a second. Yeah, decals sheet is not that huge, so I will show it in a second. And I'm afraid we have here only one marking option. So here is the decals sheet. As you can see, it's really tiny, so we have to zoom in, and I will place it closer to camera. Now you should be able to see it. Printing quality looks nice, but as I said, I think there should be only one marking option. Let's see. Okay, next surprise comes in form of this tiny assembly manual. So we have separate assembly manual for Vickers machine gun. Here we can see parts map, then we continue with assembly process, which should be quite easy. So here you choose between version of the machine gun, you install it onto this special tripod, then you install the ammo boxes, and that's pretty much all. Here we have also some marking options and paints chart for this set, let's say, or kit. And next we have assembly manual for car itself, so let's zoom out a bit. Now you should be able to see it. So it's a typical ICM brochure as well. It's printed in color. We have short history note, we have some technical specifications, safety advice, paints chart, and here we go on with parts map. So as I said, on the first sprue there will be a lot of parts which are not used in this kit, so be sure not to use them. They can go into your spare parts straight away. Then we start assembly process with wheel axles, and we continue with body panels and also engine. As far as you can see, it is installed onto the main chassis, and then we continue with exhaust tube, wheel axles, drivetrain, and here you can see also some parts for the main chassis. Next we continue with road wheels. So road wheels will be modified with this new wheel rims, but it's not such a difficult task to do, let's say. And maybe such design should make it easier to paint, because as you can see the central part is molded separately, so it means you can paint it and install onto the wheel later. Next we continue with rear panel, and I'm not sure why you have a choice there, so it means you can use longer or shorter panel. Here we continue with rear wall, and then we install also the leg rest with pedals. Of course, steering wheel and driver's seat is on the opposite side. Then we continue with side armor panel and steering wheel. Here we have some control elements, and also I'm trying to understand why this door is molded separately, because as you can see it is installed inside. And oh, okay, so we have like a separate room for the driver, as you can see here, and then whole other space will be open, so it should be almost like a pickup truck. Then we continue with headlamps. Here we install various minor elements such as handles, door handles, and also lamps as well. Here we have some spare tire on the top of the roof. Then we install machine gun, of course, in the rear section, and we have only one marker option here, but of course nobody limits you to only this marking option. Maybe you can choose something different if you would like to copy it on your model build in 1/35 scale. So all in all, we have quite interesting hobby, but frankly speaking, I'm a bit surprised that they decided to use only one marking option. It would be cool to see more, even what if marking options would suffice. I mean, it's better than one marking option. And of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such kit. Write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye!